This winter season is one of the best anime seasons ever to grace us. So the first month of the season is nearly at an end, and it's time to see the best anime airing right now. I'll be covering up anime from multiple genres, so stay till the end to find the victor. Ready? Here we go. At number 10, we have Beastars Season 2. Ignoring the Netflix adaptation meme, you can genuinely say that Netflix knows how to create some great anime originals. We're not talking about Castlevania or Devilman Crybaby, but a show like Beastars. At first, many people ridiculed it to be a rather cartoonish story with talking animals. But the adventures of the wolf named Legoshi and the innocent rabbit named Haru managed to showcase the different aspects of innocence and love. And the war between carnivores and herbivores was a subtle metaphor for our own human nature. The second season aired in early January, and this time focuses on the mysterious killer of herbivores. If you need a slice of life anime that focuses on its theme subtly, then give this one a watch. You'll definitely not regret it. At number 9, I give you Quintessential Quintuples Season 2. Harem anime has always been a rather underappreciated genre in anime. There's no surprise about it, considering how much the shows in the genre repeat the same tropes over and over again. Last season, shows like Rent-a-Girlfriend managed to divert away from those usual cliches, but a show that actually turned the tables of this genre was the first season of Quintessential Quintuplets. Here we meet high school student Futaro Uesugi, who's hired as a tutor to teach 5 quintuplet sisters. Each sister has her own flaw: pride, laziness, or even being too stubborn to touch books. The first season followed Futaro's desperate attempt to teach these 5 sisters, and the second season will revolve around the mysterious girl who helped Futaro back when he was a kid. And if we're lucky, we might get to see who the winner is. Number 8, Dr. Stone Season 2. Dr. Stone is about Senku Ishigami, who awakens in a world where humans are petrified to stone. Senku is a genius and soon discovers nitric acid is the solution to bring back petrified humans. The first season followed his adventures with his classmate Yuzuriha Ogawa and his war with Tsukasa's clan. The currently airing second season will introduce us to some new scientific inventions, now with the introduction of electricity to the world and with some new faces as well. So far in terms of science fiction, this show is a huge step up from many of the shows in the same genre, and I hope we'll be able to keep up the same hype for the rest of the season. At number 7, we have Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2. Back before I watched That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, I never thought an anime about a slime could become so popular. But the anime completely showed a new way on how isekai should handle its usual tropes. If it wasn't obvious from the title, it's about Satoru Mikami, an average salaryman who's reincarnated in another world as a slime named Rimuru Tempest. He's bestowed divine protection by a dragon and he soon heads off on his own adventure. The first season followed the first few arcs of the light novel, and the second season will continue with the next few. Needless to say, the challenges are tougher, the enemies are more cunning, and being overpowered may not come in handy every time. At number 6, I give you Musho Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. As a new return to this season's isekai genre, we've got the adaptation of the famous light novel, Musho Tensei. When a 34-year-old man is met with an accident while trying to rescue another person, he's teleported to a fantasy world as Rudius Greyrat. Now as a child, Rudius possesses incredible magic skills, plus genius-level intellect. His parents are surprised about him, and this boy begins learning the best sword and sorcery in the world as well. Jobless Reincarnation puts a fresh spin on many tropes you see in the isekai genre, and with the complex magic system and an epic narrative, this is definitely gonna be one of my all-time favorites. Number 5, Kimono Jihen. Another underrated show of this season is Kimono Jihen. It may start off as a gothic horror show with man-eating animals, but soon turns into an anime like Jujutsu Kaisen. You've got a detective and 3 kids slowly discovering a mystery in a world that they didn't know of. The cast of characters is especially likable, and 2 of these guys actually look like a more innocent version of Deku and a more fierce version of Bakugo. In terms of mystery, I like to see where this series would head out, and if the reviews from the manga fans are correct, this is a show that should definitely be on your watch list. At number 4, we're going to be checking out Promised Neverland Season 2. The first season of Promised Neverland was one of the best when it comes to the mystery and thriller genres. The first season followed Emma, escaping from the cruel orphanage along with other children, and the second season would follow their adventures in the world as they try to survive against its odds. It will also reveal what the Promised Neverland actually means, and will introduce some inhabitants of the world. Of course, the challenges will be tougher for Emma, who now has to protect the lives of the other kids as well. This time, there will be no orphanage to protect them, so the threats will be much harder to evade. I like to see how the mystery that was built up in the first season come to a successful conclusion, and after watching the first few episodes, I can definitely say I'm hyped for the rest. Number 3, we have Horimiya. Sometimes we all wear masks to hide our true personalities, and so do the 2 main characters of Horimiya, Kyoko Hori and Izumi Miyamura. At school, these 2 are the complete opposite of each other, with Kyoko being the bright and cheerful one and Izumi being the dull nerd. But in truth, Kyoko acts as a homebody taking care of her younger brother, and Miyamura is in truth a boy who likes to have a punk-style appearance and act tough. The 2 soon learn each other's secrets and decide to protect them, but while they do, their relationship slowly blossoms as well. Need a good romance comedy anime? Don't miss out on this one. Number 2, Re:Zero Season 2, Part 2. Death, rebirth, more suffering. Those are the words that were associated with the first season of Re:Zero, and the second season of the anime does nothing different in that regard. You got the same tragic fate of Subaru, as he tries to wander in a world which he knows nothing about. Last year's second season had only 13 episodes, and it ended with a cliffhanger while revealing the man behind all the evil machinations. The second part of the season is back, and this time it'll bring this arc to a successful conclusion. No need to say it, but this anime still stands out from all other isekai because of its world building and the way it uses the death trope. So I can say without a doubt that this core of the season is gonna surprise me as well. And finally at number 1, we have Attack on Titan Season 4. The 4th season of Attack on Titan is now airing, and needless to say, it is the best anime season I've watched. The stakes are high, more character faces keep popping up, and we finally get to see our favorite scouts in action. Eren seems to have taken the villain route, so if you're an anime-only fan, then I can say you're in for a lot of surprises. It's almost amazing to see how a man vs. monster show turned out to be one of the greatest anime of all time. And if you're not catching up on the latest season, then stop watching this video right now and go start binge watching the released episodes. So, there goes the best anime releasing this January. Let me know how much anime you've watched this month, or how much anime you plan on watching. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be updated as soon as we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you in the next video.